Hello, I'm back, the Dr. Professor Reverend Cleaver. I'm sure you missed me. In a recent study that I just read by Harper's Index, Americans were asked, who is the greatest American of all time? And in a tie for 13th place, Bill Clinton tied with Jesus. For those of you who are living in a small American bubble, I have news for you. Jesus was not an American, nor did he speak English.
성경에서 주 너희 하나님을 시험하지 말라고 하였느니라. 이는 가난한 자에게 복음을 전하시려고 내게 기름을 부으시고 불쌍히 여기소서 저는 죄인입니다. 소녀야, 일어나거라.
This week I will be addressing the question, if Jesus spoke Aramaic, why is the New Testament written in Greek? Now this question alone is an acute observation by the question asker. Jesus, who spoke Aramaic, did interact with many of the authors of the New Testament books, and they wrote the books in Greek. Now, why is that? We have learned from the great theologian, Mel Gibson, and the Passion of the Christ, that Jesus spoke Aramaic. Now you may be sitting there saying, now wait a minute, Dr. Professor Reverend Cleaver. Jesus was a Jew. He spoke Hebrew. That is a good thought, but the nation of Israel was conquered 2 times before Jesus' time, and during that time they lost their language of Hebrew, and so most of the Jews during Jesus' time spoke Aramaic. Now, Aramaic as a language is basically a dialect of Hebrew, so they are very similar, but most of the Jews of Jesus' time would indeed have spoken Aramaic. As for the New Testament, Greek was the lingua franca of the time, or the commonly or widespread used language in the Roman Empire. As a result, the authors of the New Testament books, even though Greek may not have been their native language, wrote these books in Greek so they could be widely read and passed on through the generations. Get it? Got it? Good.